What's going on, man? It's your girl, TampaMystic, and we are broadcasting live on the industry's most wanted podcast. Hey, look, man, it's a Saturday. We getting to it. We working. We busy, but we got the homie LongMoney Phil checking in. What's good, fam?
What's up with you?
Hey, man, listen, I appreciate you being here today. You got to give me some love because we both came in the red and white. You dig? You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew that you was wearing that today, so I was trying to match your fly.
Yeah, I'm trying to match your fly.
Look, bro, we got a lot to talk about, man. We got time. You know what I'm saying? It's your time for you to tell your story. Introduce yourself.
I'm LongMoney Phil from Charleston, South Carolina. Up and coming rapper, you know. Ambitious kid, trying to find his way up out the street.
Yeah.
Story.
So let's take it back though. Before music, what was you into? I know you young now, but I'm talking about when you was a jit.
Sports and stuff like that.
You was playing sports?
Oh yeah, basketball.
Okay. You still hoop?
No.
No? You gave that up. All right, that's what's up, man. So we'll fast forward then. You talked about, you played sports and stuff like that when you was young, and how did music come into play?
I've been like team captain on most of my teams when I've been younger. So I'd be like trying to stay on that same type of time. I just be on some not the boss type level, but I treat myself like the captain. I trying to make sure everything around me running smooth.
Yeah.
Help all my partners so I can help them out.
But that is being a boss, though.
Yeah, I just be hard on myself like that. Like I just feel like I just team captain. If something ain't going right, I feel like you on me.
One thing I always talk about is in order to be a boss, you have to put other people in a position to be a boss. So you are making boss moves. You know what I'm saying? Being that team captain, being a leader rather than a follower, that's bossed up. You know what I'm saying? You out here helping other people. So when did music actually come into play, though? Like, when did you decide that, you wanted to start pursuing music?
I've been rapping since like 16, 17.
Okay.
In the closet, high school, me and like 10, 15 of my partners. So I really been playing with music for like 10 years. By like the last 3-4 years, I kind of dialed in and got serious.
Started taking it more serious.
Seeing the reaction I get from the people, so it kind of made me want to do it a little more. So
I was just going to ask you that. I was going to ask you why the transition, and you already answered it for me.
I see the reaction from the people, like they gravitate towards me, so they take me in, so it made me want to do it a little more.
So when you transition into doing it, seriously and getting all your business and stuff together, what type of response were you getting? Were you doing shows and stuff like that and people were just really tapping in? Or you said that the response from the people, elaborate on that just a little bit more.
The show's kind of cranked up this year. It really just been me dropping the music.
Yeah.
The screams and I going out and hear my song and somebody cough right on side of me or something like I popping out and we like the music, so it make me want to do it. I dropped the tape and this year I don't know, did probably like 20 shows or something. That's going crazy with the shows.
So let's talk about the music from when you first started doing music, and I'm talking about like whenever it was 10, 12 years ago until now. If people listen to music that you put out back then versus now, what are they going to hear? Like what transitions have you made within music that they can hear? How your delivery is?
Exactly. My flow and my delivery done came a long way. I listened to some of my old stuff like a few days ago, and I really been I don't want to say I've been on the same thing. I've been on the same type of time, though.
But you have more to talk about now. You've experienced more.
Just elevate through the time. Yeah.
Right, absolutely. One thing about this music business is that changes a lot. And I always like to quote 2 Chainz because he said, you got to get on board or get left behind.
Got to adapt.
You have to adapt. Exactly. If people want shorter songs, then you better start giving them some shorter songs or whatever it is, because that's the type of era that we're in now. We're very much in a, drop a lot of music, but make sure that the songs are short. We ain't doing 5-6 minute songs, unless you maybe got a feature or something like that on there. What's it like in your city, bro? Like, what's the support like? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I hear artists say, man, there ain't no love in my city. I got to leave my city. What's it like for you?
My city love me.
Okay, that's a blessing.
I can't even cap and act like I feel heat. it probably is hate, but I feel way more love than I feel a hate. So I ain't even starting that, and we ain't even paying
No.
no attention to nothing negative anyway. So we ain't tripping on that. I feel way more love in my city than hate.
Nah, for real. One thing that we don't ever in life focus on is that negative energy.
Yeah, we ain't worried about that.
Period. I talk about that a lot because one thing I've learned about energy is we can transfer it to each other, right? I could touch you and transfer some negative energy.
Look, I be like, man,
You got to
come on,
rebuke that.
get from around me.
For
Man,
real.
come with them sad stories. And,
No.
Get from around me. I ain't want to hear it.
You know, because some people have an excuse for everything. I'm like, bro, figure it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I understand some people's upbringing is easier than others. I get that. But once you are an adult, man, and now it's up to you to figure it out.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people.
I got my own 24. I ain't got nothing to do.
No, for real. Have you been working or collabing with any artists or producers from your city?
Yeah. My main producer, Cash First Skivvy, he got like maybe probably 50% of my songs. He actually from my city, from the same neighborhood. I got a few features from artists from the city. My manager, he a rap artist from
That's dope.
from a long time. He been doing this for a nice little time. So he showed me the in and outs.
Yeah.
Me and him, we got music. So yeah.
That's dope, and I think that's even more fire that he understands his business because
He done see it all the way around.
right, you gotta have someone that's gonna help guide you. And if you think about it, like some of the OGs, I mean, obviously he's not OG, he young still, but some of these older artists, that's what they do is when they decide to stop doing music, as far as them rapping, they start putting other people on. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They start helping other artists get into a position. Mm-hmm. People that tune into your music today, what do you want them to get from it? Like, what type of vibe do you want them to catch when they listen to your music?
Like, go get it. I make money for people who trying to level up.
Yeah.
I make music for people who trying to level up, make some money, just the ambitious type. Like, yeah, if you sit on the couch all day, you ain't gonna like that long. Cause long trying to make you go get a bag or something.
That's okay. Hurt their feelings, please.
Yeah,
Someone needs to hurt their feelings.
Yeah, I make the music. You chase that bag too. It gonna give you motivation. I trying to motivate the next long.
Please make sure you hurt their feelings. Remember this name right here. I'm giving him all the permission. I want him to hurt y'all feelings because y'all need that. You know what I'm saying? Get up and get active, right?
Get active. You ain't even got no business listening along if you ain't active.
They the ones that are complaining the most about they ain't got this and the systems like this. Like, bruh, figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, we all got the same 24 in a day, man. Like. So what are some of the things, that you're working on right now? Obviously music, but, one thing I'm big on is we got to have multiple hustles, right? We can't just do one thing in life. Mm-hmm. Some artists maybe have a clothing line. Some of them have, a studio. What is it for you besides you getting a studio and recording that is a passion for you or other business ventures that you're pursuing that you can share with us?
Me, I like to chase the money, so I got a few different little routes I be on, but we got clothes. I got CBC gear, my management.
That's fire.
Money the Motive. That's the co-label. That's the brother and sister label. They together with the two brother labels. So he got clothes. I got clothes. What else we on? Anything productive to get a bag, man. I can't really get too deep into that type.
Nah, for real, I got you. Hey, say no more. We leave it right there. Do you?
But we got clothes for y'all. Y'all want some MTM or some?
Tell them how they tell anybody that may be tuned in, whether they're listening or they catch the video later. I'm really big on pushing people's brands because that's what represents you. How can they get in tap with your, whatever they want to buy from you, whatever you guys may have, whether it's hoodies, tracksuits, whatever you guys got.
I got www.longmoneyphil.com, and then we on the gram. We pulling up just like anything else.
Word.
The number one Long Money on the gram, and then my management CSEE_Millie on the gram. you tap in with one of us, we pushing up, we could get you to close for sure.
And I want to personally give your manager a shout out because we've been conversing through email, and you know this, but I always like to pay homage. He's very professional and he's very on point.
Yeah.
You know, like I was saying earlier, I've been doing this for 11 years, and I'll tell you, I've seen and heard it all. You know, and some people just be on some other stuff. So you got great representation. He's doing a great job. He was very professional, on point. When I emailed him, he hit me back. I always got to shout that out because a lot of people can learn from that. Slick.
Yeah, you got to shout out the management team.
Nah, for real.
C-Millie and OG20D.
Shout out to everybody here with you today. They all on point. You know what I'm saying? What else you got going on while you in the city?
We just moving around trying to get me in better spaces, like promotion.
Yeah.
Like we just trying to get to the places where I haven't been yet. So
Yeah.
get that new audience
How long you out here?
all weekend.
Oh, you here all weekend.
We moving around.
Just to throw it out there, you know what I'm saying? I know you guys probably like to move back and forth. I'm sure you familiar with OG Bigger Rankin? That's my OG. That's who brought me in the music business 11 years ago. He and I have an event on the 21st of this month at a really dope spot downtown Atlanta. So if you guys, want to pull up or whatever, we always make sure we got some heavy hitters in the building, people that artists need to network with. It ain't going to be just a bunch of other artists in the building. I like to make sure that there's people there that you could potentially, benefit from working with. You know what I'm saying? So just to throw that out there, what are some of the things that we can expect from LongMoney Phil and your team 2022? And let me elaborate a little bit because I'm not big on making resolutions, but I totally believe we got to set a blueprint and we got to set goals for ourselves, right? But sometimes life gets in the way and we may not be able to get everything we want to get done. So it gets pushed out or whatever. So what are you going to make sure in 2022 that you get done that maybe you didn't quite get to do this year?
I'm going to have more videos, more visuals for sure. I'm going to try to drop. I be dropping like once a year.
Okay.
I'm going to try to drop like 3 times this year. I ain't going to lie.
Stepping it up.
EP or album. I'm going to try to come like 3 times this year. I got to give them some more music. Like, that's my problem.
You got to give them a lot of content.
I get inconsistent with the music and the dropping, and you got to keep that foot on the gas.
You do.
And this industry right here, you fall back for 2 months, they can forget about you.
Man,
Fail.
I love the fact that you understand that though.
Yeah.
You understand it. Not only do you understand it, but you understand that you got to do something about it.
Yeah, but that kind of go hand in hand with everything. Though. You can't be inconsistent or nothing and expect to level up.
You can't expect results. Like, bro, you can't. I wish I could work out once a month and have like a fire body,
Exactly.
but it don't work like.
It don't work like that.
Like, look, give me a 6-pack off of one workout.
You gotta keep at it.
You got to stay consistent with anything you do, like you said, to level up.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you this. It's important to stay on your grind, right? You got to stay out here grinding and moving and shaking. I want LongMoney Phil to give me his definition of what grind means.
My definition of grind, you finding your lane and you just going at it. You keep stabbing at it till you get it right. You ain't no stopping, no quitting.
Yeah.
You ain't taking no for an answer. Rather you fail 7 times. You might, that 8th time might be the one.
That's facts.
Mm-hmm.
That's big facts. We got to keep pushing because one thing about this life, we ain't going to let nobody dictate our journey.
That's the grind right
Period.
there.
That is the grind.
Keep it going. That's the grind right there. Just keep it going. Find your lane and stab at it. If you feel like that for you, go ahead and get where you think you can get up out of it.
No, for real. Let's talk a little bit about how your music comes together before we check out your single today, because everybody has their own creative process on what they do, whether it's someone that does video or someone like myself who does radio or someone like yourself who creates music and stuff. What is your creative process? And I know it can vary. When you get in the studio, do you write? Do you get in there and just freestyle? How does your music come together?
I need the beat first. I need the fire beat first, and then I probably play with it on some freestyle type of time, but I'll jot it down. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't say right. Not
Just got
all the
notes
way
on your
through.
phone and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
But,
I'm infamous for
I'm
that.
a freestyle and probably say something I like and write that down and go off that type of time like that. But I got partners where they'll write a song before they even got a beat.
Right, and then they got to find the perfect beat for it.
Exactly.
Again, that's why. Yeah, everybody has their own.
I never could do that.
No, because you gotta hear that melody or whatever it is. You know, you gotta hear. For me, I know I would.
Yeah, I got partners who would really write a whole song before they even got a beat. I be like,
how you do that? What are you hearing in your head right now? Do you record yourself or do you go to a studio? Like, you know, what's your setup with that situation?
I go to one studio. I've been recording in my whole life ever since I started rapping. Since I get out the closet, like I said, we start in the back room rapping in the closet.
Yeah, that's where it all starts at, for real.
after we got past that, I tapped on with the big homie. He right here, OG Twin.
What's going on, bro? So that's the one that helps you create all the magic.
Yeah, that's probably he big dog on the team. He the big homie. He the OG. He been here. He been here a long time. So if he don't know about it, I gotta find somebody who, cause ain't no way 20 ain't nobody. 20 been around 20 something years with this music.
He understands how you want your music to sound.
And he just be giving me that game. He know I young, so I got a different mind frame. So
yeah.
He'll try to keep it in line, even though he know I young and you can't really tell him nothing. But
you gotta keep some of the OGs around you. That's how I am. I'm a OG. You know what I'm saying? But it's like we get so set in our ways on how we like to do stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy because I asked Bigger. Bigger's my OG, and I had asked him when I first started working with him. I said, "What is it about particular artists that makes you want to work with him?" And his exact answer was when they listen. What can you tell somebody who knows everything? Nothing.
I don't know what they'll tell you, but I be trying to listen to them. But like I said, you know how young.
No, I get it. Trust me, I understand. When we all, you know, we want to go our own direction and we don't want to listen. But that's okay though, because that's how you have trials and tribulations in life. That's how you learn from them experiences. You might make a mistake or two along the way. We're human. We gonna mess up. So the music that you're writing is about your life experiences and stuff that you've had going on?
That's all it's going to be about. My real life, everything I done been through. I can't talk about nothing I haven't done or I ain't been. I can't talk about a place I ain't been.
I love that, though, because a lot of artists will, man. They be on some others. They give people what they think they want to hear. You got to give them what you want them to hear. And everybody, you know, some people going to resonate with it. And some people not, but that's cool, right? We ain't trying to please everybody.
I think that's why they mess with me so hard at home, because like they saw me. They saw all the stages.
It's all authentic.
They saw all the stages. Like, you know, we ain't always been where we at now with our little bit of following we got now. It going good right now, but you know, we come from the bottom.
Yeah.
They seen the elevation and the level ups year after year with the music. So I just feel that. Authentic.
Let's talk about you talk about, you know, leveling up, and I love that because that's the type of mentality you have to have. You gotta mentally know that I'm going up. We ain't going back.
I ain't going back the way I used to do.
So with that being said, like within this music business, we'll talk about music because I don't never like to get in people's personal life too much. But within this music business, what would you say has been like the biggest struggle that you faced, and how did you overcome it?
I say the consistency and then the paperwork.
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
You know,
that's a big one.
Most artists don't know nothing about the paperwork
they
going
don't.
on,
right.
all the stuff you gotta register. You gotta register for you to actually
make money doing this.
Actually get out what you put in.
Nah, for real. Because there's times where there's money sitting there waiting, but these artists don't know how to claim it.
And then I used to doing everything and doing them good. So now I like, man, what I supposed to do? I don't like it at all. So I be stay trying to learn about it. I gotta know everything going on if I got my hand in the pot.
Nah, for real. And it's like, even though you have a great team around you, you wanna know your business. You know what I'm saying? That way you know how you can level up, get better at it.
When we talking about business, I all is, because if you ain't got that paperwork, right? You see what's going on out here, how everybody crying about their deal that they signed in 2010 and they
Right.
never made no money off
They didn't
YouTube,
read the
and
contracts.
They can't be moving like that.
It's like if you own a business, you don't want to like half do it. You want to understand it from front to back, side to side, inside and out. Like, and this ain't to throw no shade, but you know, we have a producer that we was working with and we asked him for a producer agreement and he had no idea what we was talking about. I said, I don't understand how you call yourself a producer or a beat maker and you don't know what a production agreement is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the legal paperwork so we can make money off of this together.
Damn, when a man blow up off your song, you feel some type of way, but
right.
You ain't had your paperwork right.
Hey, we are not fixing to hold our stuff back because of somebody else, right? We're going to keep it moving.
We ain't coming back for you. You missed that one. You got to come with another hit.
The only thing you made is, right, you made the 500 off the beat and that's it. You ain't getting no money on the back end. It's not our fault that you didn't have your business together. So that is, I love talking about that because a lot of these artists and producers need to hear that.
My producers and the beat man I be rocking with, like you said, we a team, so I be your number, like you got your stuff in order, right? Because you know my people gonna have to put you on, so you get your percentage. You got your stuff in order. Oh no, go ahead get right before we go ahead make that move. Cause look, I want everybody to eat.
Everybody got to eat. You know what I'm saying? Just like, you know, and your guy right here is going to understand this. And I've learned a lot along my journey, you know, putting content on YouTube. Obviously, we can monetize off that. But even furthermore, if I put content on my YouTube with your music in it, you're supposed to get paid off of that if you got your business together. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a lot. If we could fast forward, you know, 2, 3, 4 years from now, where are we going to find you at? What are you going to be doing?
Start applying pressure, but by then we set in stone. We done shoot one of them movies. Hopefully, Low Baby, the Baby Raw Wave type, one of them type of runs. Cause they killing them right now.
Yeah,
they on some runs like we ain't never seen before.
Does film interest you?
What do you mean by that?
Like as far as you know, maybe getting into film, acting and stuff like that.
You want to put me on Power.
It depends on what it is, right?
The Wire, BMF, you put me in something like that, I'm going to try to do something, but I don't know.
Every move you make got to make sense. And it's got to be, I actually, last Saturday night, I did the media coverage for a BMF event that was here in Atlanta. And it was just dope to see everybody come together, you know?
I know a lot of rappers be, I guess that part of the level up, like a lot of rappers are going to that acting.
Right, exactly.
Acting route. They be on that acting route. So.
That's money, you know what I'm saying? Like, shoot.
Look, I ain't knocking it. I want to try it. I ain't going to knock it until I try it. if Long supposed to be an actor 5, 10 years down the line, then Long supposed to be an actor.
Then that's what it is. Mm-hmm. Hey, it's already written. Like, our whole life journey is already written. But I don't want to know because I think that's what makes it more interesting is the fact that we got to figure it out as we go. I wouldn't want to know what I'm going to be doing in 20 years from now because it's going to change your whole path on how you do everything. We gotta trust the process and appreciate the process.
Like now, I didn't know I would be this. I didn't know I would be right here on some rapper time.
Give it to us real, man. This is your time to be really transparent because, you know, I believe in keeping it, you know, all the way G, man. Like this music business. I know there's ups and downs and stuff, but do you really love this music stuff?
I wasn't really sociable. They kind of breaking me out that right now. Like,
yeah.
I ain't really a sociable person.
Are you more of an introvert?
Exactly. I don't really like talking to people except for these people right here you see. So I kind of had to get out of that. I like it at first, but nah, he all right.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie, and people don't believe me when I tell them this. I've been doing this for 11 years, interviewing people. I've done thousands of them, but I'm an introvert too.
Yeah, I know freak for fame.
And I'm an introvert. Like I have no pleasure in being out in front of the light. Like that's just not me.
Yeah, I used to go out until I started getting booked for shows.
Right.
I used to going to the club.
But you know what, though? Honestly, bro, that's a good thing. Because what I've learned about this business, again, shout out to Bigger Rank, and he explained this to me. You never want to make yourself too available, right? If you go out to the club every weekend, they're not going to ever feel the need to book you because they're like, oh, man, he going to pull up anyway. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't got to break bread with him. He going to be in here anyway. So by making yourself not as available, you increase your worth. You know what I'm saying? Because they were like, dang, I see him doing these interviews. I see his streams going up. We need him in the building. How much we got to pay to get you here?
We be stalling them out, and they don't really be feeling that back at home. Man, when you going to do a show at home, and we chilling right now. I can't really do nothing, mix up in the city how we want to. You know, promoters, they ain't really liking that. They trying to get long in the club ASAP. But, I mean, we gonna pop out in my hometown next year. Do a few shows.
What people have to understand is the position that you're in is every move that LongMoney Phil and your team makes, it's got to make sense.
And like you say, we ain't trying to get burnt out.
Nah, and that's exactly what will happen.
Before it even happened. Before I even get there.
Right.
Because I ain't even need it.
You can't make yourself too available. Trust me, because people will not, they'll be like, I ain't got to break bread with him. You know what I'm saying? And the whole goal is to make money. We don't want to do this for free. Like, there's going to be stuff we got to do free along our journey, or maybe we got to pay for. I get that. But the whole goal is eventually to have that, residual money coming in all the time. And I mean, I know things can change, but ultimately, what direction are you going? Do you want to maybe one day have your own, label where you're signing other artists, hit the billboards? Like, where do you see yourself going with this music?
You said we can't really see down the line, but I wouldn't mind doing my thing and getting in a position to bring up the next LongMoney for whoever for my area, for my city.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't got no problem with that going down in the future. But right now, we pushing.
It's all about you.
Yeah, we pushing me. I a rapper, I the artist right now. So. But that would be straight though. If I could do my thing and come back through and help somebody else do it, yeah, that'd be cool.
No, that'd be cool because God will continue to bless you. You know what I'm saying? When you're a blessing to others, they're just gonna keep coming in. That's just the way this universe works. So let's talk about the record that you sent us today. I always like to. It's called Space Boy Money, right?
Space Boy Money.
I always like to get in detail about it because as you and I have been talking about throughout, this conversation is, it takes a lot. Like just to put one song out, let alone like a whole body of work. And you said that that's something you're working on for 2022. It comes from finding the right production, to having a great engineer, to getting some artwork done, to getting out here and doing media runs. There's a lot that comes into pushing one single, right? So let's talk about it. Give us some details, man. Who produced it? Where it's available? How's it doing? Any details? Is there a visual for it yet?
There's a visual out on YouTube, Space Boy Money. That's produced by Jets and Mead. He kind of one of the biggest names coming out the Carolinas.
Dope.
When it kind of making the beats. He got a nice catalog. Hum and Heslo, like they squad, they the space boys. They take you out of space with their beats.
I love that.
And I LongMoney, so we going Space Boy Money. So.
I love that. Mm-hmm. You gotta be different, right? Mm-hmm. Like.
Yeah, they beats a whole different wave. They a whole different wave.
But I like that though, and I like the fact that you're comfortable with being uncomfortable. If that makes sense. Mm-hmm. You have to work with producers that's going to pull you outside your comfort zone in order to give the world something different than what's already out there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like something that's from outer space, something that's out of this world,
They take you out of space. Shout out to Jason. He turned me up with that one.
Most definitely. I know you guys are out here for the weekend moving around. Do you have anything else on your schedule?
More meet and greets. Going to see a few more.
Moving around.
A few more important people who can help me do what I got to do with this thing. That's about it, though.
Yeah.
When we in this AV working, we ain't got no time for play.
I know that's right. So I know you got your video guy with you. Shout him out.
Shout out Joey Lance. I ain't going nowhere without him. He got 50, 60 majority of my music videos.
That's what I'm talking about.
Filthy videos. That's the home team. I ain't going nowhere without them.
Because guess what? If you don't document it, it didn't happen. Like, if I could, bless you, if I could take my video guy and put him in my pocket and carry him around me everywhere I go, I would.
That's
you know
what
what
I try to do, huh?
I'm like, bro, you coming with me today because you got to document it. You could tell people about, like, we could tell people about this interview, but they don't hear it and see it. They're going to be like, man, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just like you moving around, you know, you got to do like a little documentary or a docu-series.
And he do his thing. Like, he got a nice, special type of way of doing it. Like, everywhere
we all have our creative ways of getting stuff done.
Everywhere we go, they be like, man, your cameraman, he document y'all journey so good. Like keep him with me.
Man, hey, he making you look real good, huh?
He make a little ugly dude look real good. He make a little ugly dude look real good.
Listen, let me tell you, the person behind the lens and some good lighting, and if they know how to edit, bro, it can make you look like $1 million if you a bum. You know what I'm saying? For real, all that stuff matters. There's 3 things I need you to do though before we get into this record. Is that cool? All right. Do you want to freestyle at all? I be forgetting to ask that. And some artists be like, man, I want to freestyle. Is that something you want to do?
Be really freestyle.
Okay, that's cool. I just had to ask. You know what I'm saying?
We gonna double back. I'm gonna have something for you.
Okay, no, that's cool. So the last 3 things that I want to do before we check out this record. 1, tell everybody, you know, where they can keep up with you, whether you have a website, your YouTube, or all your social media platforms.
The official website, LongMoneyPhil.com. YouTube channel, LongMoney Phil. Instagram, the number 1 Long Money at the number 1 Long Money. Spotify, Tidal, Audio Max, all them Long Money Phil. We all the digital platforms. We everywhere.
First, I want to say shout out to you for actually having your own website. That's something I preach about to these artists. I'm like, because we don't own our Instagram or our Twitter or our Facebook or our YouTube.
Get you a website.
Yeah, because if your Instagram gets shut down or hacked, then what? You know, you need to have a landing spot to where they can still go find all your content. You know, we can't rely on the digital platforms that we don't own. Next thing I need you to do, man, I know you got your team with you today, and there might be some other people that, you know, tune in. Who you want to give a shout out to or show some love to?
Shout out to my city, Charleston, South Carolina. You only one Charleston, South Carolina. Ain't nowhere in the world, nothing like us. But y'all gonna see that in due time. Shout out my team, my family. But they keep me with the tunnel vision. Cause like I say, I be on fall back sometime, and I get on my inconsistent type of time, and they keep me locked in. So a shout out to the team.
That's okay though. Trust me. That's good. You got a team to keep you in line.
Big shout out to the fans, cause I ain't nothing without the fans.
Nah, for real.
And the fans, they rock with me so hard.
I love that. I want to talk about that. You know, a little bit, and then we're gonna get into the last thing and check out this record. You know, it's so important in your position. People become a fan of yours, like real deal, like die hard. I'm a LongMoney Phil fan.
For real.
You gotta pay that homage back. If they engage with you on social media, engage back. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what's gonna keep them coming back. Mm-hmm. Period.
I'm gonna hop out, holler at you, take pictures.
All that.
Giving back, we doing all that. I pull up to your birthday party or something, take a picture.
I love that.
No charge.
Keep that humble mentality, bro. And it does come to a point in time where you got to kind of draw the line somewhere. A little bit.
I don't really be believing it. Like, dang, you rock with me that hard.
Yeah.
Like you say, die hard fans.
Die hard fans. Like,
Box go crazy. Like, bro, I don't know you from a can of paint, bro, but I love what you doing. And, like, just keep going, do that for me. And, like, I didn't know you from a can of paint. Because
your music, because you're keeping it authentic, they're resonating with it. They're feeling it because they may be going through the same situations. Mm-hmm. You know? The last thing I need you to do before we get into this record, we are live and direct on the industry's most wanted podcast. So I got to know, what makes LongMoney Phil the industry's most wanted?
I the one. I the kid that did. I the one that rose up and stood on everything he said he been gonna do, and we gonna continue to do it. And we authentic, it's organic, and we ain't shying away from nothing. We take them how you want.
There you have it. Is there anything else you want to let the people know about before we get up out of here and check out this record? Stay tuned for 2022. They
Stay
coming
tuned.
heavy.
Like I say, I from Charleston, South Carolina, and it's LongMoney, and you got more artists that's coming behind me. My whole city and the whole Carolina, like we feel slept on.
Yeah.
So just expect nothing but pressure in 22.
And there's a lot of talent in the Carolinas, north and south. I've been to Columbia and Greenville a few times doing events, and I'll tell you, it's been nothing but love and a whole lot of talent. You know what I'm saying? So you about to change the situation for South Carolina.
Yep,
Facts.
We just gotta get the world to see.
Nah, for real. But you doing it the right way. You moving around. That's what you got to do.
Gotta stay on the road.
Nah, for real. And you documenting it.
We in Florida next weekend. We gonna tear them out from Jacksonville.
Are you in Jacksonville next week?
To the bottom, from Jacksonville to the
Duval.
bottom. we ain't really got nothing planned, but in my mind, that's where I want to be at. So
let me know what cities and dates, because you know I'm from Florida, so I got a lot of connections out there. Let me know what cities and dates you're going to be out there, and I may be able to connect you with a DJ or somebody you could interview with or something.
That's all we trying to do.
I got you, bro. No problem. Let's make it happen. So look, y'all been waiting for this. Everybody's tuned in, checked in. We about to get into the single, man. Are you ready? Are y'all ready? Y'all ready to check it out? All right, go ahead and introduce it for us.
Space Boy Money, one of my hardest singles, coming at you right now, produced by Jesse Mead and LongMoney.
Let's go.
Industry's most wanted.
I got racks on top of racks on top of racks on me. Latest fashion, you can tell I got that sack on me. Conquering, cause you know I got my scrap on me. You don't like me, I don't like. Die slowly, skinny, slowly. But my pockets obese. On my mama, I never let her owe me. I need cash now, so you can't owe me. I pull out syrup, I count that check the dope beat. I never had a brother, but my quarter key. That my brother, like my mama's son, he bleed high, bleed. Speaking of my mama, need to give her a few dollars, cause mama and I ballin'. Hit the store, get what you need. I get them down, break them down, I straight wholesale. Y'all, that low money is not clientele. My connect, he like family. If them trying to ban me, might as well go ahead and slam.